My relationship with Peter started, a little more than 15 years ago. And these hubs that are behind me are the connection between us. When I found the first ones, even though I knew they were important and they were great artwork, I didn't know what they were. And when I got back home with them, I called places like the Smithsonian, I called Sotheby's, I called Christie's, I called metal and jewelry departments, at universities, and nobody knew anything about them. But several people did bring up Peter's name. And I finally found a phone number for Peter and called him and introduced myself and told him what I had. And he immediately berated me, one, for having them, and two, for calling him and wasting his time asking him about them. But I was not to be deterred. And so I just went to his office and walked in and said that, do you have an appointment? Yeah, I do have an appointment, which of course I did not have. And Peter walked out into the lobby and gave me a really good chewing in front of several other people, as in, oh, here's Mr. Hugo, he's from Virginia, he's come over here to take our heritage, he thinks he's all this and he's all that. Ladies and gentlemen, meet nobody. That's my first face-to-face with Peter.
Well, my first meetings with Hugo didn't go too good because A, most people that you ran into or I dealt with were looking for some profitability in the next 60 to 90 days. They were aggressive, they were mean, they were honest, and they were dishonest. So every mad dog and Englishman in the world would approach someone like me. And I didn't really have time to witness if someone like Hugo had passion or not. I just automatically didn't trust it because Rome was crumbling, and who could you believe in?
But then I guess the best way to put it was summoned back. And so went back up there, and he did sell me stuff. But more importantly, I would buy anything from him no matter what it was. But he steered me in a direction. He took me down a pathway and sort of helped me stay focused and stay disciplined to buy something that had some economic value to me, rather just anything that he was selling.
For this.
There's a linen cab on this one.
Yes.
See that? Caveman.
Okay.
That's easy as pie. This is complex.
But Peter's finally come to understand the emotional attachment I have to these things and what they mean to me on a personal level. And I think that's, amongst other things, one of the most important things he and I have in common. So as far as I know, these are the last two cabinets of this stuff that aren't back in Harrisonburg.
Hugo's passion for what he's doing has really, changed my view of him, but also I now am lusting after how he does. And it's almost my mantra when I began collecting for the Jewelry Museum. I really wasn't interested in the jewelry as much as I was interested in who, when, where, how. And so this is like really a voyage of that. And coming here and seeing his who, where, when, how has been extremely exciting.
We both love this art form. We both appreciate the great artistic and technical skill it takes to make this stuff. And we're both aggravating, intense, emotional people.
Hugo.
What?
There's a lot to see in this room, but it's other than the hubs, it's more silverware, silverware, hollowware.
Peter understands that I'm really, really serious about my mission in this. My mission in this is to keep this, or to take the machinery that's sitting idle and put it into production, to set it up so other people can see it. I think that that is his mission too. I think that, the difference in our missions is that he sees it here at this point, but I see it in Harrisonburg. I see it as a continuation of my work. And so I think that there's a very good chance that he sees me as the future of what he's already started.
In his niche antique business, he's made the whole art form of hubs relevant again. And to know that he's in this little kind of quiet place, shipping to customers all over the United States, it's pretty profound. It's impressed me. Hugo has really made not just the commercial side of being in the jewelry business important, but the aesthetic side, the historical side, and the succession side. When you have to look at, where's all this stuff going to go when I die? He's really thinking of that, and he's making everything he does relevant.
I'm able to preserve this artwork, I'm able to share it with people, and create really incredible, beautiful things with it.
Hugo is a person that's really selling value. It happens to be antique jewelry, but people that are wearing his jewelry have an aesthetic, because you can't just wear this stuff. You got to want to wear this stuff. It's not like buying a troll bead or something like that. You got to want to wear it. If an American brand of jewelry represents itself and represents the guarantee of the workmanship, you know, Americans once again will buy into quality. And you guys are proving it right here in Harrisonburg. He's making such beautiful, complicated jewelry and sending it all over the United States from here. It's pretty much the entrepreneurial spirit that Americans need to study. Hugo is a study. I'm sorry about decades back, the way it got started, but it is what it is. You know, everybody gets their bumps and bruises as it goes on, but it's ended up in a nice story, and I'm actually very proud to know him now. He really has taken what he does to the level of owning that atelier and being that maestro that everybody wants to come and see.